Okay guys, this is Wacht on Rhein, my solo play. It is December 16th p.m. turn. And Germans are going, Germans are being put, or were put into prepared assault. But I'll give you a lay of the land so you can see what's going on. This is Army Group, well not Army Group, but 7th Army Sector. Let me get a closer view. As you can see here, actually, from this yellow line, so this is 5th Army Sector, this is 7th Army Sector. So what we have here, we have the 212 Division, we have the 275th. We were able to break through and get across this river. We have other guys coming around as well up here, but not too much fighting going on up here as well. We were able to get the 352nd across the river and push back, but we're just going to hold right now. More of the push will be in this area. I want to grab this main road. We were able to get, let's see here, we were able to get this bridge built so we can get Penzelair on its way, go across. There's a road somewhere in there, get in, going through these trails, which is going to be a pain in the ass. Either get on the primary, or I might, hold on, we might just work our way through these trails and try to get up this one of these roads here, as you can see here, to get on this main road. And there's Bastogne. Over here we have the 26th German Division trying to punch through here. Artillery blast is going to happen, so Allies get their fire support going, so they might knock those guys out. We will see. This number counter, by the way, represents the turns for building a bridge. There's an engineer underneath there building a bridge. There is another heavy bridge that's going on. These number counters represent, these guys were in maneuver reserve. And so when you're in maneuver reserve and you come out of it, you get extra movement points. And the way it works, let's see here. So if we look here, where is it? Here it is. So out of reserve, you roll a dice, and this represents how much extra movement points you receive. So what I did was I used number counters to tell me how much extra movement points they receive. Like this comp group here, where is it? Received 4 extra movement points. This one 1, this one's 4. The first SS received 2 extra because they were in movement reserve. And then Piper received an extra 1. And up there was an extra 2 for the 12th SS. So, but going back to areas that I've been attacking, 116th Panzer did very well. They punched the hole that was over here, pushed their way up, got across that river, which was key, is now surrounding that artillery unit. This unit of the 28th infantry of the Americans was able to escape, get behind the river. We're gonna attack this, try to clear that away and get over there. Now I'm playing with the original rules, and with the original rules, there is no minimum movement allowance, 1 hex movement allowance. That means unless you have the movement points, you cannot move. So in the 2020 rules, let's say we had this hex here, and you had a leg unit. And let's say there was no unit here of an enemy unit. In the 2020 rules, you can take a leg unit and just go 1 hex over. But in the 2012, the original rules, it costs 2 to leave a constricted terrain if you're going against the dashed lines. So it costs you 2 to cross that. It costs you 2 to cross the river, that's 4. And it costs you another 2 to enter constricted terrain plus the terrain itself. So this would be over 6 movement points to do so. So you wouldn't be able to do that move. You would have to wait for a bridge to be built where you can cross bridge and then jump on a road. So I am playing with the 2012 rules, and so my leg units either have to find an area where, like over here, it'll cost 2 plus the river, and then here there's another 2, so 2, 4. So here they can cross, because it'll be 6 movement points if these units were not there. Because of this will give an extra movement point added, being adjacent to an enemy unit. So it's, I like it. I like that it gives me more to think about. Again, I prefer the original rules, no issues with them. It is the exclusive rules that are a pain in the ass. And what I mean by that is, and I feel like this for all exclusive rules, they make you unlearn a rule set that you already know to artificially make you follow history or to have a historical outcome. If you just gave us the series rules and you say go, I can jump into this game and start banging out things. But now I have to unlearn things that I've learned from the series rules, read the exclusive rules, and say, you can do this, you can't do that, you can do that, but you can't do this. Get that around your head, unlearn what you've learned already, play that for a few turns, and then be asked to go back to the series rules. And for new players, I can see it being very difficult for them. Now I can see why people be like, you know what, I can't understand this system, because you're jumping from rule system to rule system and back to the rules again. It's not fun. But if you say, here are the rules, just play it, you would have no issue. You can come in here and bang it all out. But that's just my take. By the way, I'm bringing first SS down this primary road, and I'm going to loop around and come up this primary road and get the same bit, which is right up there. So I'm hoping that my units, I think this is a 62nd here that's going to be making this attack, can blow away these units, get out of there, and we just have this one unit to deal with. This unit is screening this guy here. So let's see what happens. Again, the 1/16. Let's see how that does over here. Let me come around the other side. Trying to get a good angle for each one of these. This is the north part. You're not required to set it up. It's the the 272nd and the 78th. However, I wanted to set it up because it gives me a barrier of where I can and cannot go, because I'm going to be bringing up the 12SS. Nathan Weiss, I know, is playing this, and Wise Guy History channel. He's playing up here in the north, which is a tough area to play. I got to give it to him. He's going to be banging his head on this part. Let's see how he does his part. I'm coming up this road here, and I'm trying to work my way into here if I can. Trying to cut across might be another way, but it's gonna be tough sledding on that part. So I just have to get by. Right now I gotta clear this engineer who's sitting in an entrenchment too. I gotta get some engineers up, which I have them both here to make an attack. I have to get my regiment integrity. I need to get artillery up to blast that. So I got to get things in place to be able to clear this area as quick as possible before units start clogging this road. Yeah. So again, I was able to get, see a better angle for that. It's all upside down. Hold on, fellas. Oh, by the way, great book for people who are getting into the system, because it gives you examples of play, very clear to understand and follow. So if you do have Hurricane, because it comes with the Hurricane game, it's good to have that rule book. But going back to over here, let's see, what was I talking about? Oh, we're in the 6th Army sector. We were able to break through here. There was a unit of the 99th Infantry Division of the Americans. We were able to knock him out, took some step losses. He is actually back there now. We're behind the line. Now, in this rule set, we're in supply until December 20th a.m. But in this rule set, you can go outside your supply line. In the new rules, you're prohibited from doing that. You're restricted, but not in this rule set. Over here, I'm going to make an attack. Hopefully I can get this road clear, because we have now Piper coming up. That's going to take this road. And let's see here. And do as best as possible. That's the best road to take, because if he goes this way, it's all trails, as you can see. So the Americans are going to throw everything at Piper when he comes up this road. But if I get delayed, I might have to take the trails. We should see. I need to be flexible. I can't be stuck and rigid. But fellas, that's about it. Looking at what we have, I'll come back for to do some combat.